Lee,
I'm locking up the stage.
you have to keep stalling. So just keep talking.
The first half of the shoot, we were on the stage focused just on the television show. It wasn't until after that that we went and did the control room where Julia was, and then had all of the footage already being worked into the playback at that point so she could act across from playback of the video.
It was always important to make the control room feel as though it was right next door to the studio. So her world will be presented to the audience as something that is just lit up with all these different images that she's directing and sort of organizing.
We shot all her stuff in, a week. And all that stuff is, it's make-believe. And the same for George, he's doing the same thing. And when it gets really tense...
Fucking say another word about my son. I'll end this right fucking now, you hear me?
Maybe they're hearing each other, and that's not the same thing, but they're great actors.
On this shoot, George and Julia were virtually never 2 days where they were actually in the same room.
It's been very strange and probably an ingenious design by Jodie Foster to keep George and I separated, because we were together the first day and then we've been separated ever since.
The good news is it's George Clooney and Julia Roberts who know each other, who care for one another, and have this instant, interesting chemistry.
When am I getting the revisions for the opening?
We're still making some changes on it. Anybody seen Ron?
Might I get those before the show or after the
drill.
show?
You just point the camera in my direction. We'll figure it out together.
It always sounds so simple and yet so moronic.
Sometimes when you've had success on screen, you don't have to work quite as hard to establish it. When she gives me a hard time, people sort of enjoy that because they kind of figure she probably does give me a hard time in real life. I haven't eaten dinner alone since the 90s, it's hand to God.
Well, that's just awful. That just makes me feel sorry for you. So the two of them felt incredibly close to each other, and yet they were never in the same room.